Hey divas, welcome to Cosmiclighthouse. I'm Justine. Happy fucking autumn equinox. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a mini charcuterie board. I did my nails. I'm having a white claw. And now I'm gonna do tarot. I wanted to film a reading all day. I thought I was gonna do it earlier. That didn't happen. Also, I'm kind of over these glasses, so we're just gonna... Hello, using YouTube camera as a mirror. Alright, fierce. Yeah, I'm over glasses. We're just gonna be here. The glare was just too much. And if you see my glasses line on my makeup, I don't give a fuck. Alright. Autumn equinox message. Just be aware of the fucking vibrations, dude. I need you to be aware. Do not ignore what's happening. Okay? Great. Remember my last tarot reading? You remember the last one? If you didn't watch it, you should go watch it. Oh, fuck. Can't make this shit up. Oh, let's fucking yap. One of my favorite tarot readers is currently live on YouTube. And I'm just gonna jump back in after I'm done with this. I kind of want to keep this short, sweet, to the point, but I just have to tap in, deliver a message, and go from there. So this is a collective reading again. I need to start doing zodiacs again, but I'm just not being called to do that. Alright, you are magic, creating, showing up. You have to understand that right now, being authentic is what counteracts vibrations, alchemizing, transmuting, and just being in this space of loving yourself and loving other people. It all starts from within. Dude. Poetic justice in the reverse. It's karma season. It's karma season. How the fuck you showing up? Everybody has to learn lessons. And I really think that the divine is testing us to see if we're prepared. Don't forget to leave milk and cookies out for Jesus for the rapture. My friend back home and I were texting, and he was like, maybe I'll leave one of my stuffed peppers. And I was like, fierce, he would love that. And he was like, well, Jesus is white, maybe he would like some Tex-Mex. And I responded in all caps, Carlos O'Kelly's. So for my Midwest divas who know about Carlos, I see you, I love you, I used to work there. You're valid. Alright, what's the message for the collective for this equinox? New moon energy as well. Suppressed emotions need a healthy outlet. Absolutely. The way that you respond to situations is going to be very important, because it's going to be a direct indication of how the universe is going to move you, how you are going to move with the universe. If you are in this space of constantly reevaluating and changing, understand that that is such a magnetic place to be. I want you to understand as well that if you're in a space of anger and hatefulness, there is a root to that specific vibration, and a lot of the times sadness is the underlying emotion when it comes to anger. I also don't want you guys, I said this in the last reading, don't be fucking acting out of pocket. Hi, I'm looking for Molly. Don't be doing that shit. I can't seem to find Molly. Y'all remember that song? Am I aging myself? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Alright, you are being used by them. The cards. We're in a specific vibration of control and manipulation. So if you're in this energy of suppressing yourself to the point of not understanding the game, recognize that. Recognize that. Don't be doom scrolling. Recognize that you're a cog in the machine. Get out. I saw bitch, my algorithm's crazy. I saw this old man with a beard being like, all right, guys, you need to chew gum every 7 years because every 7 years your body resets and gum is the only thing that gets you out of the game. And I was like, what the fuck is this dude talking about? Take everything with a grain of salt. Success is guaranteed, and recalibrate your energies, followed by they have bad intentions. Level the fuck up. Transmute this energy. Recognize what is and what the frequency we got going on Earth is. Do not doom scroll. It's really unfortunate when you continue, I hate saying this, continuously holding space for idiots. I made a little short about that. It's the hardest thing in the world to do, is give grace to dumbasses. We're kind of watching spiritual psychosis happen right before our eyes. We're watching and witnessing individuals' true authentic self and their message and their beliefs and what they stand for really show up, especially just in social media and just in general. We're also witnessing how we as the collective can shape and change things. Your energy ripples, you inspire others. It's in the reverse. I'm telling you, there is an intentional frequency of fear, and you have to transmute it. You have to recalibrate your energy. You have to figure out what balance looks like for you and level the fuck up. Okay? Honor your evolution. Honor your evolution. Bottom of the deck, tap into your gifts is in the reverse. Someone copies you, bad intentions. Like, you are not a robot. You are authentic and a part of the cosmos. I watched this video. I can't remember the fucking word for it, but is it ghost? Ghost dust is what astronomers are calling it. Basically, these specific particles that are very micro are happening all the time. And basically, it's like spirits of the cosmos continuously moving through us at all times. And there are pictures of these things. And, you know, it looks like space's aura, basically. And when I first saw that, I had such an emotional reaction, because we are made of the stars. We are made of the cosmos. You know, Indian cultures talk a lot about how we originate from the Big Dipper. You know, we have ancient Egyptian cultures talking about how Sirius is our home base after we leave this earth. And it's so interesting how those that came before us continuously talk about how our relationships to the stars, to the cosmos, through our heart chakra, all these things hold weight and have measure to them, and we've lost that. How do we come back? We could start by going in here, recalibrating, leveling up. Okay? Keep going, you're almost there. Keep going, you're almost there. They have good intentions in reverse? Absolutely. Duh. Stay authentic. Stay authentic. I really am trying to keep this under 20 minutes. I don't have my glasses on, so don't mind me squinting. Cheers. Love it. Alright. King of Wands in the reverse. I'm telling you, with the Five of Swords, there is intentional frequency shifts happening. With the Three of Wands showing up, there's intentional frequency shifts happening of lower consciousness levels. But that does not mean that the opposite side of the coin isn't doing the same thing. Pitting human beings against one another. The opposite coin of that same thing. It was the King of Wands in the reverse. Now the Queen of Wands in the reverse. The opposite coin, same thing. Got it? Oh, up close. Look at, oh, vulnerable in the chat. We're in a year 9, numerology-wise. Things have to change in order for the new to begin. Devil card showing up, Saturn energy, Capricorn energy, leveling the fuck up, dude. Karma's coming. 4 of Swords in the reverse, followed by Temperance in the reverse. A lot of people are going through spiritual psychosis right now. While individuals are going through spiritual psychosis, the other half of the timeline is going through this period of sleeping a lot, resting a lot. We have the Lovers card, the Empress in the reverse, and then the 6 of Cups in the reverse. So how do we intentionally level up and alchemize the energy that is supposed to keep us stuck and ungrounded? We're intentionally living in a reality where the feminine energy is repressed. And we're living in a timeline where that shit has to transition and change. Babes, we got both energies within us. Protect the dolls, period. Let's just put that shit out there. But when we live in a reality of greed and manipulation and false sense of intuition and identity, that's not going to do anything for us. So how do we change and transmute that? We look to the light. I love that the masculine energy is looking towards the feminine, because that's truly how it should be. The masculine should be also equally led by the feminine energy, because she's close to God. The woman, the divine feminine, is a close consciousness to source, while the masculine energy is very physical. There's twin flame reunions happening. 6 of Wands coming out sideways. This is definitely a physical journey that is testing individuals' ability to have courage and faith. And what does that look like for you? I can tell you one thing, it's not full of hatred. If you think having faith is being hateful, you're a delusional cunt. Ooh, well, see you next Tuesday. Sorry, trigger warning. I'm just saying. The 4 of Pentacles. Some of y'all need to take a shit or get off the fucking pot, dude. Some of y'all are holding on to this hateful energy with the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Some of y'all are holding on to this hateful energy. You're holding on to violence. Because your ego is so loud that your physical reality is so imbalanced. Top of the deck, the 4 of Cups in the reverse. How do we get out of it? How do we stop ignoring it? How do we stop ignoring our own heart by figuring out balance? A lot of us are in this space of being like, okay, I'm aware, I see what's going on. I'm aware, I see what's going on. I'm paying attention. I am aware of what's going on. But what can we do to counteract this frequency? And this is my job, guys. This is what my purpose is to help you guys understand how to counteract the frequency. And it's by honoring yourself and loving yourself. It's not going to be out of hateful bullshit. A lot of you guys could be experiencing nightmares. Especially when it is an intentional frequency attack. With the Queen of Swords in the reverse, with the 8 of Swords in the reverse, this is also understanding the illusions. Not being a victim to it. Allowing yourself to pursue new energy within yourself, within your reality, within your community. I see this really hateful, gross, sad vibration. I see the pain. I see the bullshit. I see the illusion, and I see it so loudly. But I'm also seeing the unraveling of the other side of the coin happening. I'm seeing people come together and be authentic and love. Love loudly. With the 3 of Pentacles and the Medicine Wheel, shit's changing. And the 7 of Swords and the upright, shit's changing. Shit is changing. You're going to be either in this delusional vibration of continuously fighting one another, not getting enough. I see the 8 of Cups in the reverse with the Tower card. Oh no. What happens when Judgment Day is actually a mental reset? What happens if that is a understanding of your shadow and what that actually looks like? And what if this is like the divine coming through and forcing people to do this integration bullshit because they refuse to look at themselves because they're hateful assholes? What happens then? King of Pentacles in the reverse, hateful assholes. Bye. I love, literally, loser energy. It's gross. The divine is gonna pop off. Y'all, maybe, hear me out. Again, I was going to be a pastor. I was going to be the next generation of pastors in my family. Okay, great. Maybe we do need the fear of God to come through. Maybe we do need divine intervention to happen so that individuals can wake the fuck up and recognize that they're under illusion and they're under spells, bro. And that's the hardest part about having grace for people that are in this vibration, because you can't wrap your mind around what they think and how they operate. And so it's hard for, it's hard for me. It's hard for me. But I love people and I see people for who they are over, these two fell off. So we'll look and see what they got going on. I love people and I see them for who they are, but I really struggle with, holding space for hate. But unfortunately, a lot of these people don't even register and recognize that they are being manipulated and being brainwashed. So I will do my best to not be like them. The Three of Pentacles with the medicine wheel. This is physical change. This is quantum jumping. This is timeline shifting. I'm into it. The two cards that fell off the top, the Ace of Wands with the Fool card. Remember when I said that this was Fool energy? Did I say that? I know I wrote it down. I don't remember. Baby, there's intentional programming happening. You either are going to fall victim to it or you're going to alchemize and jump through another timeline. Choose it. Choose it wisely. The Three of Cups in the reverse, the Three of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and the Emperor in the reverse. Okay. Whatever you say. Eight of Wands. Shit's happening fast. So the angels come down and they are like, have a drag show. I was texting some of my friends about this too. I was just like, so what comes first? The trumpets, right? And they're like, yeah. And trumpets and angels. And I'm like, one of them has a Pauly D megaphone. And it's like, oh yeah. Wake up, yeah. And then another one's just like, gays are valid. None of the angels actually have gender. We're all non-binary. Human beings create labels for separation. We're going to take these. Bitch, we got the serpent in the reverse followed by the eclipse. We're in this energy right now. A de-shedding of the timeline. Things are happening. I mean, new moon energy. New moon in Virgo. Virgo being an earth sign. Virgo being angelic frequencies. Earth angel energy. All of these masks and illusions and conscious DNA coding that is not from source is being shown. I don't understand how so many fucking people are so blind to see that what they're doing does not follow with the teachings that they are saying that they are preaching. It does not make sense to me. The more and more I'm on this spiritual journey, the more and more I'm like, uh-oh, Jesus is a victim. You know? Yeah, he's a hero and he teaches a lot of people about consciousness, but he was a 5-6 socialist. The truth is out there. I say that as the mystical eye shows up. The truth is out there. Y'all don't understand that. They are watching. The divine is watching. I said this in a download. I don't think I've posted this to YouTube yet, but I have them saved. There's a reason why Atlantis got basically buried beneath the water. I almost said sand. Maybe it is in the Sahara Desert. Anyway, there's a reason for that ancient civilization to be basically removed. It's because they were harnessing energy for wrongdoings. And it's like, fuck, are we doing that again? Did we learn the lesson? Because I don't think the universe is going to let us have run through, you know what I mean? I hope to God. I don't want to become a nihilist. I am fighting every ounce of my body to not become a nihilist. Fifth dimension coming out. Higher vibrations. I hope so. Alignment. I hope so. Everything is happening for a reason. And the bravest thing to do right now is to have hope, to be loving, to have community with one another, to be in a space of gratitude. That is the bravest thing that you could be doing right now. This is too many. Look what, the fifth dimension again? Too many. If they come out again, they come out again. Okay. I'm not gonna take these either. I don't like to take off all on the floor. Hold on. Let me lock into this. There's just too many downloads that are happening right now. Oh my god. Pay attention to AI, guys. A1. Pay attention to the A1. Bitch, put the steak sauce down. The fuck? A1. What are the messages for the collective? Thank you. We have the floating island in the reverse. We're just talking about Atlantis. Come on. Come on. Hi. You want to say hi to YouTube? Come here. You want to say hi to YouTube? Hi. Miss Kitty. Okay, that's fine. All right, the other card out is the Mystical Eye. Came out again. I'm shaking the whole damn table. We're over 20 minutes. I'm telling you, source is watching. What does that look like? I'm gonna scoop you. Yes. Say hi to YouTube. I love you. Bye. So they're watching Cosmic Wheel and the Butterfly Effect. Go support the Butterfly Lounge in the Quad Cities. Go support my girl and her whole family. I painted the mural in that bathroom, baby. Go take a picture with the mushroom booty. Tell them Justine from YouTube sent you. Let's close this out, y'all. Let's fucking close this reading out. I've used 2 Flavored Vivids decks. I used her Game of Life, and I'm ending it with Etheric Evolution. And Sanity Loop on the bottom of the deck. Alright, final messages, please. Alright, look what just flipped through. 5D perspective in the reverse. There's a lot of... It's interesting because we had it in the upright also. And in the reverse just confirms that there's 2 different vibrations going on. Fragmented and aligned. Damn, we're just like not centered at all, people. I've not been centered this whole reading. But I'm centered and grounded, so like, fuck it up. Meditation, stay connected to source. Grounding, balance, chakras. Yes, please. Yes, God, mama. Slay, diva. And I love that Buddha is green in this. Connect with that heart chakra, guys. Connect with the heart chakra. Fear, unhealed, bad decisions, subconscious blocks, and then gratitude. What are the 2 vibrations? What are the 2 vibrations? Come on. Quit playing with me. Healing. Be gentle on yourself and release the past. Be here, be present. Appreciate what you have. Am I tripping? Huh. Thought I saw a card in the upright. Never mind. Never mind. Alright, what else? Final messages, please and thank you. Initiation coming out sideways. We have destruction of ego, false beliefs, and blockages. It's happening in real time. And look who's on this damn card. Anubis. Is your heart light as a feather? Because Big Dog will ask that. Nourishment, self-care, fill up your own cup, remorse, life regrets, bad choices, and addictions. Remember I said, I can't seem to find Molly. Molly, put it down, diva. put it down. I just am going to share this personal experience with you just because I'm very open and vulnerable about this part of my life. But I was an addict for years. You know, I went very hard into the drug and alcohol realm very quickly after college. Like, it just consumed my life. Everything that I was doing was revolving around drugs and the people that I were hanging out with. Like, it was all surrounding this. And I will never forget. We were at Sharky's. What the fuck is up? If you know, you know. The Skank Tank legacy will live on forever. And homie literally hands me a pill. And I look at this and I said, oh, this is heroin. And I took it. I still took it. And I was sick for days after. I remember I was living with my parents at the time, and I remember going home from the bars. I don't even remember how I got home. I truly have no idea. Scary. All I remember is like becoming conscious in my childhood home shower, telling my dad that somebody drugged me at the bar, that I got roofied. No, bitch, you literally drugged yourself. And I think about that night a lot. And I think about how, what if that was my last night? What if that is what would have taken me out? And I remember even just the people that I was there with, you know, I can look back at that moment. I can see, again, there was a huge split between all of us in that friend group. Some of us got out. We recovered, we healed, and it's still a daily struggle. I mean, my life has gotten very bumpy in some moments, and I've been very vocal about how I'm not trying to relapse. And I've been very good, y'all. Like, I've been very good, but I see people that, you know, didn't get out of that. And that person that had that pill that gave me, you know, he didn't get out of it. And it's been over a decade. It's been a decade. Maybe not even. Maybe 8 years. But you either get out of the frequency or it consumes you. I don't want your mindset to be in a place of, I need something to make me feel better, and that something being a substance, because it can inevitably cause more damage than good. Do I regret those moments of my life? Absolutely not. I am the woman that I am because of my journey. And I had a lot of really harsh truths that I had to face myself and really go through my own waves of karmic lessons and learning and growing and evolving in situations that humbled the fuck out of me. I got arrested. And when I got arrested, a whole sorority literally put out fucking patio chairs and watched me get arrested. And like, I look at these moments of my early 20s being like, oh, these moments that were so awful in my life, they have been foundational moments to me being here today, being sober from pills, being in a space where I'm not physically harming myself or surrounding myself with people that are also harming themselves physically, mentally, spiritually. I'm not doing that shit. And it's a blessing. And hopefully with me sharing these moments with y'all, some of you can also, you know, find, you know, grace in your own life. It took me so long to not hate myself. And I ended up loving myself the more I became sober, which is crazy. I see you and I love you. And we went on a whole rant about me spilling some dark truths about myself. But again, this is a safe space for people. And I don't want you guys to numb yourself, because when you numb yourself, it's going to continuously spiral. And you know what? Maybe those harsh truths and reality check-ins are necessary for soul growth. I believe it. It's taken me a while, but I can look back at these situations, see the bigger picture for what they are, and be proud of myself for being here in this moment. I mean, I'm 28 years old. I did not think I would make it past my early 20s. Full transparency, I like past 22, I had no idea that if I was going to be alive or not. And that's 6 years ago. That's not a lot of time. And I have to hold space for myself to get better. And I'm rewatching Jersey Shore Family Vacation. New seasons came out. And, you know, Mike the Situation wrote, you know, that book of sobriety. And, like, he's talking about how everybody who's dealing with some sort of mental turmoil, how that book has, like, changed their life. And just, I know I'm talking about Jersey Shore and I'm talking about Mike the Situation, but I truly am grateful that he has such a large platform that he can talk about things like this, because there's a lot of judgment and stigma around addiction, but in all reality, it's a mental disorder. It's a disease. I love you. Again, we've been ranting for God knows how long, but don't succumb to the fear. Don't give in to the thought form entity demons, or, you know, people in general. If you're in this state of leveling up, there are going to be situations that are going to knock you down. There are going to be situations that really put you out of, you know, alignment if you allow it to. Be grateful and show the fuck up for yourself, diva. Show the fuck up. You have gifts, new beginning, presents, surprises. Followed by Delta Doorway, forgiveness, and limitless freedom. I love you guys. Forgive yourself, grow, evolve, learn. Happy equinox.